Hi there, welcome to Standard Hashtag. Standard Hashtag is a way for you to communicate with other Twitter users using standard hashtags that let you search vertically in your city instead of using hashtags that are very broad and spread across all of Twitter. So the hashtags link you to a certain category or topic that you're discussing, if it's volunteer work or finding a restaurant or finding a place to go out to tonight or a band to listen to, and they have an abbreviation for your city. So I'll just give you an example of how it works. Your basic hashtag format is the number sign and then a term here. By clicking on this, you're able to just search through that term through all the tweets that use that same hashtag, whether they're from someone you follow or someone you don't follow. So standard hashtag kind of tries to branch that out into different categories and give you common abbreviations for your city. The advantage of this is now you can get a real-time stream based on a topic for your individual city. So the format for the hashtags for standard hashtag are the hashtag sign and then the first three letters of the site, and then a very common abbreviation for your city, which is usually the first three letters of the city. So if it's, let's say, Los Angeles, it's LA. If it's San Francisco, it's SF. For almost every other city, it's just the first two letters. So let's say Chicago is CHI. If you have Prague in Europe, it's PRA. Milan is MIL. The other thing it also does is break larger areas down. So New York is broken down into boroughs. So you'd have Brooklyn, for example. And London is also broken down into regions. And so what this does is give you a way to localize it even more and get more relevant content from the people who are around you using hashtag search. So the different sites on here are Helpware Now, the abbreviation of that is HWN, Shopware Now, SWN, You Eaten There, YET, I'm Playing There is IPT, Go Where Tonight is GWT, You Know Anyone is YKA, Sell by Tweet is SBT, and Single Let's Tweet is SLT. So to just give you an example of how this would work, let's say you are a nonprofit looking to get some extra blankets for your homeless shelter tonight in Chicago. How would you do that using the System of Standard hashtag? You would have your tweet here that said, "Hi, we're a homeless shelter, we need some blankets tonight." Now let's say you've amassed somewhere around 250 followers so far. You could send out a tweet and that would go out to your followers, maybe a few of them would retweet it. But what about the other people who don't follow you in your city but could potentially help? One of the things you want to do is give it some geolocation. So you can activate geolocation, or you can add the new Twitter places that'll be implemented soon. That'll give your tweet a location context. But you also want to make it such that people can search for your tweet. And this is where the standard hashtag system comes in. If you're in Chicago, you can go standard hashtag Helpware Now CHI for Chicago. And what this does is anyone in Chicago who, let's say, is on a mobile Twitter client or whatever Twitter client they're on, search.twitter.com or even twitter.com, can just do a search for hashtag Helpware Now CHI for Helpware Now Chicago. This would give them a vertical stream of the tweets regarding volunteer, nonprofit organizations in their city. So they could browse through those and they would see your tweet. So the advantage here is that beyond going just to your followers, you're creating a searchable tweet that's localized to your city. So generally people use broad hashtags like volunteer, and then they'll add maybe another one for their city, let's say in this case if it's Chicago. But what this allows you to do is instead of having that extra tweet space, you just bring it all together and it makes it searchable in a standard format. So that's what standard hashtag is about. It extends to a number of different categories. You can use Shopware Now if you're a retailer to put information out about merchandise that you have. You can take photographs to allow yourself to market using your mobile phone. You Eaten There is a real way to, if you're a restaurant, to send out stuff about new dishes that you have. And if you're a restaurateur or a foodie, you can just post real-time reviews. And I'm Playing There is for bands. If you're a band, you can put out information. If you're looking for a band, you can find out information. Go Where Tonight is about events. You Know Anyone is about networking. Sell by Tweet is a way to have real-time classifieds on Twitter. And Single Let's Tweet is just a way to go and find out the singles on Twitter. You can go to each of the sites, and there are videos there that help you understand it a little bit more and explain it in detail. The top sites are set up so that you can actually just click on all of them and go right to search.twitter.com and get a real-time stream. And with all of these, you can just do a very simple save search on your mobile Twitter client. So let's say you wanted to find out a question about the bands playing in your city, and you're in Detroit, for example. So you could go IPT Detroit. And If you're a band, you could save that and use that hashtag to let people know about your upcoming bands. If you're a venue, you could use that. And if you're looking for bands, you could also use that in Detroit to search. The other advantage with most of these is that it gives you a way to ask people questions. If you use You Eat In There, you can send out a question like this. If you're in Atlanta, you could say You Eat In There, ATL, and then put out a tweet saying, hey, what's a good place to get some sushi for dinner today? And people in real time could give you recommendations. Restaurants could tweet back at you. If you're looking for a place to go out to, you could use that. If you're looking for someone in a particular industry, you could use the UNO hashtags to ask a question and make your tweet broad and vertically searchable in your city. So that's standard hashtag. If you have any questions, let me know. And it's set up to make using hashtags in your city easier and to localize your search to your city. If your city's missing, if you have any recommendations, let me know as well. Thanks. Bye.